That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
Huh? Why you? That's homophobic and insensitive.
Zoinks!
You bring your homophobic ass down here and say it to my face. My gay face.
So what if my husband made it? I like it.
Let's go ahead and get into this segment that we got to talk about right here. Oh, Oz.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Oz. Look up there. Look up in the sky. Boys, it's your friendly neighborhood homophobe, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I love that guy. Wait a minute.
Where them gays at?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, word on these streets out here is that everyone's favorite wall crawler don't like the gays.
Oh my God.
Yes. Your boy, it was true. You live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And you start out the hero. He might have brought a beat down to the Green Goblin, to the Sandman, to the Lizard, but he's no match for the internet. The internet went creeping again, man.
But some people are saying, what? Tom Holland?
No. That's that. He's Gen Z. You know, he's part of that new generation. He's like, hey, yeah, we love the homosexuals. You know, he said we respect everybody. No, we talking about Toby.
Oh, we talking about Granddad.
We talking about Toby over here with the bad back. From 20 years ago, as Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man is about to enter its 20th anniversary. 20 years old, this movie right here, man. As it's about to enter its 20th anniversary right here. You know, they ain't gonna let nobody celebrate in peace. The internet went snooping around and said, hey, you remember the time that Spider-Man told that gay joke? You remember that? And then
people are saying, what gay joke? Spider-Man ain't saying no type of gay joke. Spider-Man's for the people. He's other people. He's more sensitive than that. You got to prove to me, Corey, I don't believe you.
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
Why you? That's homophobic and insensitive.
Zoinks!
You bring your homophobic ass down here and say it to my face. My gay face.
So what if my husband made it? I like it. It makes me manlier.
Love has no boundaries. That's why I hate you.
Yeah, man. He told that joke to Hacksaw. To Hacksaw right there. I forgot his Hacksaw Bonehead, whatever his name is.
Hacksaw Jones face. I don't know.
Yeah. And people said, Spider Toby, why you do the gays like that, man? What did the gays do to you, you insensitive son of a bitch?
Is it time to break out the cancel card?
Oh, they said, you know what? We got it ready right now.
Got it. Got his name on everything.
They ready to smack it down, that cancel card right now, but they say we can fix this if you wake up. Get that wokeness going. If you get woke and never tell that joke again, I might be able to put this card back in the deck over here. I don't know. I mean, that all depends on you, Spider Toby.
What you want to do?
Yeah, the choice is yours. People feel kind of all ways about this. Oh my God, he was so insensitive back then. Oh, how could they do that? Oh, this movie it did not age well at all. And some people are like, oh, here we go. Now we gonna get woke Spider-Man. Oh, how come they just can't let these people be? Whatever side you're on with this. Now that this joke has been pointed out. And now some people saying, hey, man, you want to keep being Spider-Man out here in these streets. Because, Toby, you know your Spider career just got a little bit of a recharge in that No Way Home. Now, if you want to keep that Spider suit on and not that cheap shit right there, you want to keep that nice one, that real one right there. You want to continue being our OG Spider-Man, you can't tell that joke no more. So now that line has been removed from the movie, Oz.
Oh my gosh, they went in and took that out, huh?
Took it all out on certain TV shows and certain TV stations. It's not everywhere.
I'm about to say, my DVD is now a collector's item?
No, Oz. No. They only on select TV stations and TV places and shows and whatnot are they removing that line. As you can see right here's the Daily Dot. Homophobic joke cut from classic 2002 Spider-Man movie after years of memes and controversies. So before you go yelling about censorship and you talking about all these sensitive ass snowflakes, oh man, we can't have nothing because you can't leave it alone. Before you go off saying that, if that is your favorite line in the movie right there, if him telling that joke is what made the movie for you, it's still, if you something you put on Spider-Man 2002, like, ooh boy, I can't wait for the gay joke. If you do that,
I can't wait. Let's fast forward to it now.
Yeah, some people actually go to this part and they're like,
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
I'm done.
That's it.
That's it. Don't need to see no more.
I got my whole homophobia for the day.
Done. Ooh, that's that's some good homophobia right there, boy. Ooh.
Refreshing.
Yes.
That's the stuff.
It's still there. It's not like it's taken out of. It's not like on your Blu-rays out there that it just kind of floated away and disappeared and it's not in the movie no more. It's not like, it's not going to be shown anywhere with that line. It's just in certain places where they're rebroadcasting it on TV that they took the lines out. Now, it's not everywhere. It's not scrubbed off the internet. It's still around. Right. It didn't magically disappear. We're going to talk about this whole thing with people. It's not a huge controversy, but as you can see, it was talked about enough to make the news. And there are people who are saying it's about time that they did that. Thank you, Sony, for recognizing that, or thank you, the TV stations that recognize that. To people who are saying, as you would guess, like, oh, why are you trying to take my Spider-Man away and make him woke now? Oh, stay woke, stay broke, blah, 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 blah. All that kind of stuff. So, listen. So, let's talk about removing the line on this particular channel right here. First of all, where this is showing, and where they moved where they removed this line, people, that's TV. It's this is them showing it on television. In this age of streaming and home video, who's waiting to see anything on TV now? You know what I mean? Like people who might be complaining, or the people who might be rejoicing, y'all ain't gonna watch this on TV anyway. You don't watch it how many times on your Blu-rays and DVDs are streaming somewhere on the internet? I mean, how many times you watch it that way? Ain't nobody looking for this to be on TV right now.
I mean, the only way you catch this on TV is if it's midway through, right? Yeah. And once it gets to the commercial break, then you realize, oh, it's TV. Oh, shit, take this off.
And then you change the channel. Yeah.
Then you change it. Yeah. That's how it is these days.
Yeah, that's how it is. Nobody, everybody should be, for television, and the way they edit things for television with movies, everybody should be used to that by now. I mean, unless you're probably this guy right here.
Cut out Peter Parker's homophobia in Spider-Man 1. No way.
No way. My man's mind is blown. No way.
I've been sitting here waiting for this line to come up and it didn't come up.
I've been waiting all day for this line.
They buggered it.
Yeah. I'm telling y'all, we all should be used to this by now, because I'm going to show something that's going to give everybody a nice laugh right here. I found this video from this channel called Titus Valdez. I want to give credit to them for putting this compilation together 12 years ago. But, man, listen, as far as TV goes, man, none of us should be like rejoicing over this, or none of us should be like angry about it, because TV edits are terrible all the time, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess rejoice a little bit that somebody's acknowledging that, all right, we're sensitive to your feelings. So that's cool. But man, as far as TV edits go, TV edits are terrible. If you want to know what offends me, I'm more offended when TV tries to edit around cursing instead of this right here, because that is terrible, man. It's so bad, it's enjoyable. It's almost, they make the movies worse, but they make them hilarious comedies, man. This is my favorite one right here. I'm gonna start with my favorite one.
Please.
Samuel Jackson. Do you remember how they changed his line from Snakes on a Plane? Well, if you don't remember, let me refresh you real quick.
I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
We can't put that on TV. How did they clean that up?
Had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
On this Monday through Friday plane, man.
Now on the weekend, just Monday through Friday.
Boy, these monkey fighting snakes.
Yeah, they only do it on Monday through Friday. That's it.
Yeah, but they take the weekend off. Here's one that don't make no sense at all. The Big Lebowski. The way they changed that shit, I like, what does that even mean?
You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens when you fuck a stranger in the air?
You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps?
What the?
Find a stranger in the Alps.
When you find a stranger in the Alps, you see what happens? No, I don't see what happens. What the hell does that mean? You gonna have to explain that a little further, man.
Oh my gosh! I mean, wow, that's crazy.
Oh, here's another one that'll make no sense. Die Hard 2. I don't even think there was a character by the name of this. I don't think there was a character by the name of this person that Bruce Willis was saying in this movie right here.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Oh, no.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
I wasn't even his voice, man. That was a black dude. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
It's the Falcon. Wow.
The chat talking about the hell.
Exactly. I think that's crazy.
It just sounds bad because the dubbing is terrible.
We would be cunts. You calling us cunts? We would be sloppy. You calling us sloppy?
they use the same sloppy, by the way.
Sloppy.
You want to be sloppy?
And you know what? For the time, I understand why they had to try and do these edits, because again, there was no streaming back then, you know, and these movies were, you know, people wanted to see these movies that didn't go to the theater, you know what I mean? So for it to come to TV was a big deal, and these networks needed to try to make it. They had to make it come to TV so they could get the ad revenue for that. So it was a big deal for them to try to make it, you know, as best as they can. It made sense, but not in today's day and age.
No,
don't bother.
No, especially when the shit is sloppy.
Sloppy. You calling us sloppy?
Sloppy. Not even. That shit was recorded not even in a recording room. That shit was recorded in a closet.
Yeah.
A completely different dude, probably different ethnicity.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Sloppy.
You call us sloppy.
Is that going to be a new, what's the name? Sub-alert? Sloppy.
We should probably do that. You're being sloppy. Sloppy. Shit sound like a robot. That don't even sound human, man. Shit sounds like a computer.
We would be sloppy. You calling us sloppy?
You know when computers, like when you have auto read on something?
Yeah. Sloppy.
They use a computer to come in and read his part. Sloppy. You know that sound like the Terminator. Sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
We would be sloppy. You calling us sloppy?
Sloppy.
Oh, somebody in the chat says, "Hey, I'm a computer."
Hey, I'm a computer.
We should be used to like all kind of weird edits and all kind of things that they do not to offend people when they bring a movie to television. You know, when it's on like a station that plays movies in the middle of the day or something. You know.
Yeah.
So
it
yeah,
makes
man.
sense. I mean, it's funny because it's a case where you can't say that you can start now retro grading all of these films. You can't go back to the 30s and start editing those things, right?
No.
But at the same time, they're not really playing all those 30s shows on the television anymore. You know, you find this Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, the Tobey Maguire ones, finding a resurgence. So was the Andrew Garfield ones because of No Way Home Spider-Man. So that's why these are coming back to television like they are. They're trying to capitalize on, more of this.
Oh yeah. You know.
So of course you're going to start to see more, sensitive stuff. Just like if they were to bring something back from the 30s that was going to be, sensitive for people. I think they would do the same thing.
Yeah. You know what? And I would rather them cut something out instead of trying to put something in to make it, to mimic the line, because as we can see, that could be terrible.
We would be sloppy. You calling us sloppy?
You know something? This is a good time to tell you, you won't be sloppy when you have the Super Speciosa, man, over here. That'll keep you focused. You will not be sloppy at all. You will be very sharp. You will be on point. I take the Super Speciosa herbs here because I had to sit here and I have to talk for 2 or 3 hours. And sometimes I didn't get to eat right before I started, or maybe I am a little tired because I've been preparing the show. But I can't go and drink coffee, man. Coffee makes me feel sloppy. Actually, coffee makes me crazy. So if I want to stay focused and not be jittery and whatnot, I tried these, and I actually asked for these because I heard about what they do. I heard the properties of what it could do for you, and so far, I have been enjoying it. And why? Let me tell you about Super Speciosa and what these herbs are. Now, this is an herb called kratom. Now, it's an all-natural herb, and it's kind of related to the coffee plant. And that has been mainly from Thailand, this plant right here that they got it from. And what it does, when I compare this to coffee, which apparently is related to the coffee plant, except it doesn't make you kind of jittery and all over the place and wired like coffee, at least for people like me. What it does is lets your body be relaxed, lets you calm down, puts you in a good mood, but keeps your mind sharp, keeps you focused over here. You know, you're not, again, I'm not having like ADD and looking all over the place. You know, I can't focus.
Right.
Yeah, people, you should try this out. I'm not saying it'll work that way for everybody, but it's definitely, and people have seen me take these before a show. They've seen me do this before a show, and they like, damn, you really do take it. I'm like, yeah, I do. Now, I have the capsules here, but it comes in a powder. You can also get it in tea bags, which is what I'm thinking about getting next, because this is something that makes my mind sharp but not crazy, that I can drink this and go to sleep and have my body relaxed. So when I go to sleep, hey, man, I'm already in that mood. But again, you know, I'm not drowsy. I'm not feeling weird. And I also recommend that if you try this, you want to try the capsules, try the green. That's what I tried at first. And I've moved on to some others here. If you want me to be honest, they're all kind of cool with me. I haven't really noticed that much of a difference. They've all been good. That's just me being honest with you. I don't know if they want me to say that, but to let you know I'm being cool and down to earth with you and real straightforward. They've all been kind of good with me. I haven't noticed a big crazy difference between them. But that's just giving them a big compliment because it's just saying it all works, man. I have a code here that will get you 20% off if you go to getsuperleaf.com/toasted. That's GETSUPERLEAF.com/toasted. Toasted is TOASTED. And that'll get you 20% off right there. And I want to thank Super Speciosa for supporting this part of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support, as always. Oh, somebody says my mind stays in the gutter. Well, you can get it out now. Feel very relaxed about it. Actually, my mind is right there with you most of the time. I can't say nothing.
Oh, gutter mind.
Yeah, gutter head. So about very specifically, the editing. How do we feel about that? Now, I don't know how Oz feels about that, but I'm going to go to him. But as the article said, I'm sure that some of the pressure to do this came from the internet, from all these memes that they have out there. There are a lot of them. And you can see this meme in particular right here. Now, if you can't read it, that's okay. I can let Mr. Bonesaw, whatever his name is in the movie, I can let him tell you what that is, because people have been looking at these memes and they haven't even been taking it that seriously. They actually been making jokes about it, been putting videos on the internet based on the meme. Like I said, the one that you saw right there is one of the funny ones that I saw from a guy named John's Forehead. John's Forehead meet Corey's forehead. We just
match me.
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
Actually, he did. He bought this for me on our 10-year anniversary. You're not very tolerant of those different to yourself. You're on the wrong side of history, Spider-Man.
Now bring your ass here. Now bring that pretty spider ass here.
Yeah, that's somebody did that based on the meme that you saw over there, man. So even then, they're not taking it all that seriously, but they are noticing now, like, all right, you know what? If we're putting this up on television, we got to do something. And I'm gonna tell you, man, just to let you know that I'm not coming in here and getting all bent out of shape over it either. I don't look at this, and I don't think that this was true homophobia. You know, we're joking, we're playing around, but nobody meant to hurt anybody when they were doing this. You know, they did this at a time when these jokes seemed harmless, you know?
Yeah.
You know, because they weren't using the F word to describe a gay person. They weren't saying that they dislike gays. It was just funny to make fun of a person, you know, if they were wearing a dress or something like that, you know, to compare them to a female. And we've gotten a little wiser now. But I get why they are cutting it for TV, because it's all about choice, really, what they're doing here. They're choosing where to show it. They're choosing where to cut it, depending on where they show it. And, you know, it's leaving a choice for people out there in case they want the original. You know, it's like I said, it's not being removed from everywhere. I'll give an example of why I think that this is okay in a case of where I think cutting something goes wrong. I was actually more bent out of shape when they were talking about editing and censoring one of the Disney Plus shows. You probably heard about this story recently.
The world's upside down right now. Where do we start?
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Now, everybody kind of got up in arms a little bit because they censored the show and cut out a couple of scenes of violence that had what Disney felt like was too much blood, or the action was violently excessive for Disney Plus. Now, that irritated me. And by the way, that stuff has been restored. I guess, you know, they put the pressure on them. But I'm gonna tell you why that irritated me. That irritated me because this is a show that has appealed to an older audience. I mean, they actually, you know, try to sell this to an older audience. And then they tackle issues like terrorism and violence in there, but they cut it to be more family friendly. Now, if they want to cut it for like maybe a channel that's more family friendly, or, you know, this is being played somewhere in the middle of the day, like with Spider-Man, fine, I understand that. But the problem with me here is that they're cutting this on Disney Plus, where they have a mature setting, a mature option for people.
Yep.
You know, and I'm paying. Thing is, I'm paying for Disney Plus. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying for that specific service. Yeah. I'm paying for that streaming channel, and I'm paying for that show that I want to see. And if I enjoy it the way it is, I don't want you going there and cutting it up because you have a show that should be appealing to both adults and, you know, maybe kids, and you're trying to walk that wire while taking what I like about it out of it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, exactly what you're saying. And this is why I will always have a problem with streaming content versus physical media, right?
Yeah.
Because now they at liberty to do what they want. They can cut the plug whatever you want. They can edit whatever what you want is what they want you to see and all that stuff. You know, and you have no say on it. You know, right now, you know, what if you enjoyed the Winter Soldier how it was before? You know, now they're telling you can't see it. I know it's been restored, but what if it wasn't? Yeah. What if okay, this is the new way you have to watch it now. There's no other way to see it. Yeah. You know, and that has always been a problem with me moving forward when everything goes digital. and I can't have my physical media the way it is. You know, there's a bunch of stuff here that I have. I know it wouldn't be right for the time to watch now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't get it no more, right? What if it was only digitally? I'd be asked out. I got all my Cosby shows here. I know people hate Cosby.
Yeah.
But I got my shit in my dungeon here, and I look around and watch a couple episodes here and there. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be able to do any of that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
If I was left to what they wanted to show me. But I just don't want them to go back and just start, you know, doing a whole bunch of redos, especially like you said, something that I'm paying for to
And
see.
see, that's the thing. At some point, all this stuff is going to be phased out somehow. You know, physical media, the way we see it. It would, you know, and so it'll be nice to have a version out there. Because I don't have a problem. Even look, if Disney want to put Song of the South on Disney Plus, I would not have a problem with them putting it up there. As long as we know the reason why they're putting it up there, they have a disclaimer or something saying, you know, the history was what it was back then. We don't endorse this, but we don't think that this should be censored and hidden from people. And now that we have a mature setting, an area for people on there, we can go and see this if we want. You know, so that's the difference between what they're doing right here. You know, the thing is, if you're broadcasting to more of a general audience and you don't have any control over what time it comes on during the day, you might just be turning the channels and you might be flipping past it. You know, I can see where someone might stumble across this and maybe they'll see that and maybe they'll get, maybe they'll get offended or something, or maybe it'll something that'll hurt their feelings or whatever. And I'm not saying this to be facetious. I get it. I understand. So I understand people covering their bases by cutting that out. You know, just leave, like you say, leave the physical media like it is. Don't start releasing new versions of this with that cut out. You know, let's not censor history. You know what I mean?
And that's the whole thing. I guess that's where it all kind of boils back to. I guess that what it leads up to. You know, now we're going to start censoring history. Why? You know, when does it stop?
Somebody said you're gonna put on your Cosby DVDs one day, and it's gonna be Morgan Freeman on there. Hey, what the hell happened?
Hey, how'd that happen?
Yeah. So yeah, people. You know, that's so I think I understand why they did it. I have no problem with it. Just as long as we can keep the original in some state, in somewhere, someplace, that's fine.
As long as I understand why y'all did it, I get it.
Yeah. And somebody in the chat said, where do you stand on Birth of a Nation? Thing is, Birth of a Nation is that horribly racist movie where the like white people, and now this is the movie. This is the movie right here. So white people discovered that in the South during the Civil War, that when the White House was taken over by blacks because they freed the slaves, they found out like have you ever heard of this story?
No.
So in the movie, so this is a movie from 1915.
Okay.
And the movie's the movie is praised for its technical achievements as far as editing at the time, you know, doing landmark things with film production then. But it is a horribly racist movie, man. Here, let me see here.
Not just racist, but horribly racist.
Horribly racist, man. You know, and horribly racist was just normal at the time. Now you're seeing like Civil War stuff and everything, but what you're not seeing, I don't even know if they're gonna put in this trailer. Oh, here it is. So I'm gonna show you something. It's gonna sound hilarious when I play this for you. So Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, and everybody like, oh shit, nah. Well, it's over. So what they don't want to show you in this trailer right here, that what they're not showing you is all the white people that are in blackface in this.
Oops.
And what happened? I'm gonna tell you about what this movie did. Let me see here. 1915, Birth Nation. I'm gonna put in blackface. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. The slaves, of course, just took over. You know what everybody feared. They took over the White House. They started eating watermelon and chicken and propping their feet up on the furniture and everything. All hell broke loose. It's complete chaos. And so, all the white countryside is like, oh my God, what are we going to do with it? They're going to kill us all and they're going to run America to the ground. And so what happened was one day a woman was putting up some sheets on the wash, and the wind blew one of the sheets off of the line, And these black people saw it like, no, it's a ghost. And that's when they said, that's it. That's how we'll get them. We'll wear white sheets and we'll chase them out looking like ghosts. Thus, that is how the Klan was created right there.
Oh my God, sure.
So, yeah. So as horrible as that sounds, I do not believe this movie should be censored. I mean, we should actually see what was going on at the time with history. So yeah, you should be able to find this movie in its purest form somewhere, somehow. So yeah, I don't have any problem with this movie existing. Now, you know, whether people want to watch this or not, if you don't want to watch this movie, I do not blame you. If you're curious and you want to watch it, I don't blame you, you know?
Right. It works both ways, man. I mean, I guess that's where it all goes to, you know? How are we able to watch, you know, these films in this purest form, whether it's good, bad, or ugly? We should be able, you know, to see them, you know, see what's going on, see how people were back then. Or how progressive they were. You know what I mean? We should see. Depends on how you watch the film as well, what kind of eyes you have on it. You know, what year are you watching this in? You know what I mean? What kind of sensibilities you have as well as you're watching it. You know what I mean? All that comes into play, I guess, when you watch these things and go out and look at these things. I guess those sensibilities play as well to these production houses and these networks. You know what I mean? They got to make sure to placate a lot of people. You know, especially this day and age where those things are running high as far as, whatever you want to call yourself and what political side you want to be on and all this stuff. So, it's a crazy game of checkers and chess these guys got to play over there. So, again, I'm not angry that they did it. They looked at where they were putting it and how the best way to chop it up, so to speak, because understand, like, take it out scenes so it won't be so awkward and jarring, but at the same time, you want to see Macho Man in the ring. You gotta see Macho Man.
Yeah.
You can't cut out the Macho Man. Come on now.
I might be macho, but I'm offended by your homophobia.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, man. So there you go, folks. Little education right there. Some opinions on these things. Like to know how you feel about it. Please share, as always. If this is a YouTube video, share on the comments below. If this is on Twitch, you know where to go. Go to the chat and share your opinions with everybody.
Damn, holla at us.
Yeah, there you go. Holla at us. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts.